Hi everybody, welcoming you all back to the channel, me and mine. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you very much for coming back. A big welcome to all of my new subscribers, okay? So this vlog is going to be a review of my first 3 weeks here in Jamaica. If you've been watching, hopefully you know that my daughter started school. I'm sort of settling in, I'm finding my feet, and I'm going to be doing comparisons with regards to the cost of living in Jamaica compared to the cost of living in England, okay? So stay tuned, guys. Right, first thing I'm going to be talking about is groceries, alright? As we all know, the cost of living in Jamaica is high, okay? Cost of living is high in most places. Cost of living is high in the UK as well. Yesterday I did some grocery shopping, and my shopping actually came up to, bear with me because I've got my notebook, $10,467.95, okay? Now, as of today, the 29th of October, the exchange rate says that I actually spent £58.88 on groceries, okay? Now, comparing that to the shopping I usually do in the UK, there's not much change, okay? Because my weekly shopping in the UK would be between £40 and £60 weekly, and as we know, food in the UK went up tremendously, alright? So not much difference there with the groceries, it's about the same, okay? And what I bought, well, it really was just the necessities, and necessities being, you know, toilet paper, toothpaste, food for the week, milk, sugar, salt, that sort of thing, alright? So groceries here are very expensive, but if you shop wisely, okay, stay out of the supermarkets and shop with the local people, shop with the vendors and the higglers, you can actually get more for your money, and that's what I'm learning, okay? I'm still actually learning which supermarkets are cheaper than which, but there's not much prices in the supermarkets, to be honest. I only really go to the supermarkets for certain things that my kids are used to, like pasta and jam. I go to the higglers or the vendors for things like fruits and veg, and that's how I'm learning to make a saving, alright? So not much difference there with regards to my groceries. Right, so next point is school. If you saw my last vlog, you would see that baby girl started school on Monday, okay? And I'm going to give you a breakdown of everything I've spent, okay? So we're going to start with the registration fee, $1,500. The school fee itself was $46,484. The uniform was $13,100. School shoes was $6,000, and she needed a school medical, which is a checkup from the doctor, and that came up to $3,500. In total, in order to get my daughter enrolled into school, I've spent $70,584. Now, as of today, the 29th of October, the exchange rate says I've spent £397 on my daughter, okay? That's the school fees, that's the registration fee, the uniform, the shoes, and the school medical. Now, to compare that to school in the UK, we all know education in the UK is free, okay? The only thing you would actually need to pay for in the UK is the school uniform and the shoes, sorry. In the UK, books are provided, pencils are provided, the textbooks are provided, the papers provided, but here in Jamaica you have to pay for everything, alright? Now, when I paid for the school fees, I initially thought that would be it, I'd have no more costs, but there is more, okay? Her weekly lunch is $2,000, okay? And obviously there's the travel to and from school, and weekly I'm spending $3,240. Now, her lunch fees in the UK, that comes up to £11.25 a week. The cab is £18.22 a week. In total, okay, for food and travel, I'm spending £29.49 a week. Now, comparing that to the UK, that is quite cheap, okay? Now, under 16s in London actually get free travel, okay? They can get the buses to school for free, okay? We have this thing called the Oyster card, and that's how they manage to get the buses to and from school. Now, if they're getting the tube to and from school, they've got to pay for their fare, okay? It's not free if you're taking the tube or you're taking the train. Now, comparing the education system in Jamaica and the education system in London, I can totally understand why people flock to the UK because the education is free. And I also understand why a lot of the poor Jamaicans drop out of school, don't finish school, or don't even go to school. Okay, because if your school is a fee-paying school, 46,000 Jamaican dollars is a lot of money for a local to actually find to pay school fees. Okay, that doesn't include the fares, that doesn't include the uniform, that doesn't include the lunch. All right, so I'm getting an understanding of why not even Jamaicans, of why people leave their home country to be educated in the UK. And I'm only talking about the UK because that's where I'm from, okay? I don't know anything about the education system in the States, but in the UK, primary education and secondary education is absolutely free, okay? Now, if you're not working in the UK, okay, your children get free school meals, okay? It's a good thing, but it can also be a bit of a stigma and a bit of a setback, because those that are not working and that would like to get into work sometimes feel like they're better off staying at home because things are paid for. Once you get into work, you'll have to pay for your school lunches. And I can guarantee you, lunch in the UK is not £11.25 a week, okay? That could be the day rate. I'm not entirely sure, okay? What I will do is I will go online and give you the correct figures for how much it is for a child to eat lunch, okay, in the UK. But these fees are making me understand why the poor are suffering and why the poor find it difficult to send their children to and from school on a daily basis. Now, one thing that I really like about the education system here is the fact that I can call the principal directly. I've got the principal's mobile number, I've got her teacher's mobile number. I can call them directly and speak to them about anything and everything if I want to. Now, in the UK, in order to get to the principal or the head teacher, you have to see the head of year first. Well, this is in my experience in the school that I was working in. You've got to speak to the head of year first. And if you're not happy with the head of year, then you might get to see an assistant principal. After the assistant principal, you might just get to see the principal if the issue is serious enough. But in my experience, most times in the UK, the principal does not even want to see a parent. They've got no interest in seeing a parent. They've got no interest in talking to a parent. They usually just pass that on. So the fact that I can actually call my daughter's principal directly, thumbs up. I'm loving that. Okay guys, if you saw my last vlog, then you will know that I'm actually car hunting, and I put my car hunt on hold, okay? Reason being, my budget to get a car here in Jamaica was 400,000 Jamaican dollars, okay? Now, that amounts to £2,249.85. In the UK, you can definitely get a second-hand car for 2,200. 400,000 here in Jamaica is not going to get me anything more than a 1992 Honda, okay? Everything that I was seeing online, everything that I was seeing, all the second-hand cars were from 1992, 1996, 1999. They had a whole heap of mileage on the clock, and it's just not worth it to buy a car in Jamaica for $400,000. I can foresee that car giving me problems. So what I've decided to do is put my car hunt on hold and save some more money, okay? So for the time being, me and my girls are going to be on foot or in taxis, and that's just the decision that I've made in order to be able to get me a decent car here in Jamaica, because the aim is to buy a car cash and not to finance it, okay? I don't want any form of credit here, okay? I've done that, been there, done that, and I'm not trying to go back to that system. So I want to buy my car cash, so I just know now I just need to save some more money, because 400,000 isn't getting me anything here in Jamaica, anything reliable, anything decent. 1992 guys, remember, 1992. My house hunting experiencing. So as you know guys, I'm only here in this apartment for a month, and I'm looking for somewhere more permanent, okay? Now, there's loads of apartments and loads of houses to rent, okay? But getting hold of these landlords is something completely different, all right? What I'm learning now, sorry, mosquito. What I'm learning now here in Jamaica is when someone says they're gonna call you back, they're not gonna call you back, all right? Now, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to run you down. If you say you're going to call me back, I expect you to call me back, okay? I don't know, maybe that attitude needs to change. Any of my Jamaicans watching, please do let me know and give me some advice and some tips. Because as far as I'm concerned, if I've called you twice and you said you're going to give me a call back, I expect that call back. So if you haven't called me back, the way I see it, I'm looking at it as you don't want to rent your house to me, or you know, maybe you're busy, you've got something else doing. I don't have time to chase you. As far as I'm concerned, if you really had a property you wanted to rent, you'd phone me, you'd arrange that viewing with me, and you know, we could sort things out. So at the moment, I'm still looking. Okay, I'm not worried yet because I've got a few things in the pipeline, but my experience of house hunting here in Jamaica is people saying that they're going to call you and they don't call you back, people not answering their phones. There's a lot of scamming going on, so a lot of the adverts are not real. For example, a friend of a friend handed over 30,000 to somebody online, never even seen the property, and that was it, his money was gone. Okay, a little bit silly, I think, to hand over $30,000 to somebody that, you know, claimed they own a house and you've not even viewed that house. Everyone knows you're supposed to view the property first, okay? So I feel like a lot of these ads are scams, but I've got a few viewings, okay, a few genuine viewings coming up, and hopefully I'll give you an update on that, okay? But the house hunting process here is not as fast as it is in the UK, all right? So if any of you are thinking of emigrating here and you, like me, are looking for somewhere to rent, just know that it's not going to be a fast process, okay? It's a little bit slow, okay, with regards to people getting back to you and everything else, but you know, don't give up, okay? What I've been doing is I've been looking online, and every Sunday I buy my gleaner, okay? There's loads of properties to rent in the gleaner, okay? But it's hard to determine which ones are genuine, all right? So my advice to those that want to rent in Jamaica, if you are going to rent in Jamaica and you've found a property that you want to view, okay, take somebody with you. Do not go alone, because you don't know what the intentions of these landlords are, number one. And number two, you need to make sure that the person that's showing you the property is actually the owner, okay? If they're not the real estate agent, you need to make sure they're the owner. So I would urge you to either check ID, ask them for mortgage titles, maybe make sure the mortgage title matches the ID, you know, things like that. It's just little things that you need to do to stop yourself from being scammed. And one thing I've realized is once I've phoned somebody and I've asked them certain questions, they cut me off quick. So deep down in my brain, you're a scammer. You're not legit, okay? So bear that in mind, okay? There's loads of ads in the Gleaner, guys, but anyone can put an ad in the Gleaner, and you need to ensure that these landlords are actually genuine, okay? Don't get scammed. Mosquitoes. So when I first got here, the mosquitoes were eating me and my daughter alive, okay? I was having bad reactions. My bites were blistering, they were swelling up, and they were itching me for days, all right? Aloe vera. Aloe vera is amazing, okay? If a mosquito bites you and you've got some natural aloe vera fresh out of the garden, just rub the jelly on you. If you rub that jelly on your bite, I assure you the swelling will go down, and that the scratch, it stops, the itch stops, okay? Very effective. One of my subscribers or viewers mentioned that I use natural oils, and what I did was I've mixed tea tree oil with eucalyptus oil to make a natural repellent, because I feel like the jungle formula and the vape wasn't really working. Mate, it works, okay? Tea tree oil and eucalyptus oil, I rub it on my arms, I rub it on my neck, I rub it on my face, and my bites have decreased tremendously, okay? So natural repellent, guys, natural oils, okay? The tea tree oil and the eucalyptus oil, it's amazing, it works, and aloe vera for the bites, the swelling, and the itching, okay? I know the locals now, and they've given me a name, okay? I've got 3 names, okay? I'm either Rasta, Empress, or Slimmers. Of course, I'm going for Slimmers, because as slim as I am, that is my name, okay? That describes me to a T. So my name here is Slimmers, and that's how everyone calls to me. And I know who's who, okay? They know me, they know my daughter, and you know, I'm not getting close to anyone, don't get it twisted, okay? I'm not getting close to anyone, I'm not going to anyone's house, no one's coming to my house. It's literally just hello and goodbye. You know, I know who sells what now, I know who sells the green bananas, I know who sells the cold drinks, I know who sells, you know, just, you know, the wallpapers and all those type of things. So, you know, that's the type of level that I'm on, because I'm well aware that, you know, as genuine as people might appear, they might have, certain intentions for you that are not very good. So, I've got my securities, okay, and I'm understanding that I know how to be safe, all right? So I don't want you guys thinking that I'm just there talking to any and everyone, because that's not the case, all right? But at the same time, you've got to be down to earth, all right? I'm in Jamaica now. I'm now a local, and I'm not going to walk the streets as if I'm scared, okay? It's not about not talking to no one. It's about having your guards up, being observant, and don't put yourself in any form of dangerous positions. That's it. All in all, guys, I'm happy, okay? I've made the transition from England to Jamaica like I wanted to, and my first 3 weeks have been really positive. I've got nothing negative to say. The parish St. Anne is beautiful, Ochi is beautiful, the people here are lovely and friendly, okay? Everyone greets you in the mornings, everyone smiles at you in the mornings, hello, good morning. In the evening, everyone wishes you a good night. And you know, I now know my way around Ochi. I feel like I've been here for months. You know, I know how to get from one supermarket to the bank. I know how to get from my apartment to my baby's school. I know where the doctor is. I know where the bookstores are. So guys, I already feel at home. And you know, the weather makes it even more beautiful and perfect, because this climate is my climate. I hate the cold, I hate the winter, okay? Apologies for those that are still in the UK, because I know it's winter out there. But guys, if any of you are thinking about coming to Jamaica to live, first things first is have a plan if you can, okay? Have a plan, all right? Sort out your citizenship first, open up a Jamaican bank account and start saving, all right? Because if I never had the money I've got in my account, okay, I don't know how I'd cope, all right? So I've been saving since 2016, okay? I'm not saying I've got loads of money, but you've got to make it work for you, okay? So guys, I'm here. If you've got any advice for me or any tips, please do leave them in the comments. If you want to ask me any questions, I'm on Instagram at me_mine0401. You can email me at t_gail@aol.co.uk, and I hope to see you all in the next video, okay? I wish you all a good morning, good evening, or good night. Bye.